is your name?
My name is Elizabeth Tracy Hoffmeyer.
And where were you born and what year?
I was born in San Francisco, December 12th, 1957.
And what brought you to Sausalito?
My parents got married in 1955. Being born in San Francisco, I'm fourth generation San Franciscan. They decided after they got married that they would move to Sausalito.
How did they find Sausalito coming from the city?
Dad managed Klein TV on Prentice Street. That's how they ended up in Sausalito.
You've lived here your whole life? You've seen a lot of changes in town.
Yes, I have. I've seen change, but then when I came back in November of 2020, it felt like it was the same. I remember first walking down to the docks because we grew up a lot down on the water. I just remember it smelling exactly the same.
What do you love most about living here and being raised here?
It's just such a special place. You know, after being gone for over a year and flying over the Golden Gate Bridge, flying in early in the morning and seeing this bay, it was crystal clear like today. And I was like, wow, this is where I grew up. I mean, I always appreciate it, but I think sometimes you have to leave.
What are your hopes for the future of Sausalito?
I'm so excited to be on the board of directors with the Sausalito Historical Society. We have a really great group of people on there. It's called Tracy Way after both of my parents because Mom was the city clerk for over 25 years. And, you know, Dad started the Historical Society and started his roots where he really met everybody in Sausalito, having Klein TV right here on Princess Street. I love what we have done here. I love the Sausalito beautification. I think there's just a lot of care. I love that we're all diving back into the history and having these amazing talks that are, you know, letting people know what happened in this town so they can understand it.
Do you have a favorite memory that sort of comes to mind of all of your time living here and growing?
Dad restored that fountain. And when I was a little girl, probably only 5, and I had a red wagon. This was when there were a lot of hippies back then. This whole park was full of hippies, and I was selling lemonade in my red wagon in these little pixie cups. And I just remember going all around the whole park. I went to Sausalito Nursery School. Jackie Cook was hysterical. She was the director of Sausalito Nursery School, being in the bathtub at night. And she would write, instead of pinning notes on your shirt, she would write on your stomach with lipstick, bring 2 dozen cupcakes tomorrow. So my mom would be scrubbing. I remember my mom scrubbing the notes off of my stomach. School is still there. So that's another thing I love about this town. And that's 64 years later. I'm 67. We would go down to Zach's, my brothers and I. We would go down on Saturday and Sundays. And it would be low tide. And we would go pick up all the beer mugs that they threw over in the turtle races. And then we would take them up to Sam Sarkisian, the owner, and get free hamburgers for lunch.
What does a good day look like for you, Lizzie?
When I walk outside my gate and I look down at the water and realize I'm here, I'm happy.
What is this book we're holding, and tell me about this picture?
So this is a book that my father wrote, Sausalito Moments in Time. There was a certain aura about him after he completed this book. He had accomplished something he really wanted to accomplish. And it turned out so well. So this picture, when I saw it, this is of the Wasser family. At the top of Pine is where Thomas Wasser, his home was. And one of the first people that I met in my new neighborhood was this she had to be 95, and it was Elizabeth Wasser. And she was right there. So when I looked at my dad's book, there's a picture of her with her father. She was the first patron of the Sausalito Historical Society, which Dad started in 75, shortly before writing this book.
Is there anything that you think that people would like to know about your mom and dad?
No one had really chronicled it before.
Did I hear that they're going to reissue your dad's book?
It should be ready to go October 21st. It's a newer version. There's going to be some color photos in it as well. And I believe there's a great picture that my brother found of Phil Frank and my mom and dad. So the Little League, Connie Knudsen was another, he was a local postman, and they lived right near 7-Eleven on Bridgeway. And he was one of the families that had 5 boys, 2 girls. And then the Koenigs had 3 boys. The Muldoons had 5 boys, 2 girls. He was the coach for Little League. We'd go to the games, but it was so foggy. There were bleachers, but it's so flipping cold. But all the moms, they weren't sitting on the bleachers. They were all in their cars behind the field, just honking the horns when all the plays would go.